squad, I'm gonna get mine. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't tell me how you're all been down. When you're smiling in my face, but you play me like a clown. It's your fool, bitch, so just step back. Or I'm mad dad when I come down straight. I thought you were my piece, but you play me out. Now I'm mad as hell, and I'm full of doubt. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll.
Can you hear that?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm back on the scene, it's time to get mean. I'm a lean revolution machine. Won't want people stay, they sway. Want today is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly dis, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises all the time. Don't cross the line, and you know it's mine. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll.
Let's roll.
Lacicero.
Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? 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 Who you wanna roll with?
Hey, Mikey.
Yo.
Busy week, huh?
Holy crap. Oh, what a busy week. Holy crap. Dear Lordy, Lord, what a busy week. It's been 2 busy weeks. It's been 2 weeks of busyness. It's been 2 weeks of busy every day. Hasn't been a dull moment. A lot going on right now. Proud of all of us for standing up to Lavalette. Very proud of all of that. Couldn't be more appreciative toward the response of me and Steve getting arrested, with people showing up and showing up in with a nice group, striving for transparency within government. That worked out very well. I cannot believe, Lefty, what took place. I really can't. I still I keep having these moments. I cannot believe I can't believe what has transpired through all this. I really cannot. The arrest was one thing.
Yeah.
But
amazing.
Going back, I cannot believe the way they folded. I really can't. And I know, like, Pat Duck doing some behind the scenes work, and I know, like, Steve was, like, originally thinking they would puff their chest and not arrest or whatever. Like, I'm sure people thought that was practical, that they would fold. I didn't, though. Like, that's the whole thing. I knew they were going to do the arrest no matter what. They just, they're a thug family. That's how they're operating. They do not care about anybody's rights. They want to show people who are in control. So I knew they were going to do that. So I just did not really expect what took place on Monday. I thought we were all going to get arrested. We were all prepared to get arrested. They were going to be set up for the second time. So they folded. They knew what was best for them. But it's just very wild, the difference of what took place from the meeting that I went to with Steve, where we both went individually and both were arrested separately within minutes from each other. to showing up with people in our corner and everybody there fighting with passion that has more power than anything they're working with. To see all that take place and to see, what went down. I cannot believe what happened. I really can't. I cannot believe what happened on Monday more than the arrest. You know what I mean, Lefty? I
I know.
cannot believe they folded like that. They just, and we gave them nothing. They said, "What's your name and address? If you're going to film, we want to know your name and address." No, nope. Nobody gave them nothing.
Nada.
Nothing.
Zilch.
And they couldn't do a damn thing because there was too many of us, and we were ready to fight. We were ready to get arrested again, and others.
Oh yeah.
So
it was a great setup because Steve, when he got arrested, as soon as he got arrested, he handed the cop the tort claim and said, "Hand this to the arresting officer." And when that was handed to the arresting officer by another person of legal means, it was served. It was legally served, process served. So the officer got the tort claim right there that he was being sued for what he just did 5 minutes ago.
Served by his wrongful arresting officer. Think about that. I've never seen anything more gangster in my life, and I hope people understand the caliber of what Lefty just said, right? If you're watching this and you have any kind of care or interest in this kind of thing, please just try to understand the caliber of what Steve did to them.
Amazing.
He handed them their asses on a golden platter that he was ready to receive when that time comes being. They have never met what the kind of match they have now faced. And they have stepped in a bigger pile of shit and a much deeper hole than I ever expected that they would step in. And I'm proud of everybody's work on this one. I'm proud of everybody standing up to this shit. I'm proud of everybody having the balls and the people who cared about showing up, you only need like just a little bit of support at the right time to be able to send a message like that. To La Valette, that small town like that, that was the equivalent of the general public showing up in opposition of the unlawful policy that they've been trying to, enforce. So it couldn't have been any more of that kind of thing for them. They're watching us right now. If they're not watching it live, they're going to watch it on the replay. This is all that their head and their mental tax, their mental real estate is eaten up by all of this. And the best part about this is it's not for me. It's not for me. I'm living my life. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm going to work. I'm having good lunches at this goddamn BMS job that I'm at with this great cafeteria. I'm not thinking about no mental tax, but I know they are because they all lost their qualified immunity. And if they think it's a goddamn joke, they're going to find out that it's not a joke. They're going to realize. And like we talked about, Lefty, they're going to have that moment. Who knows how soon, for who, or how later it will be. But they're going to have that moment. They're going to realize, I fucked up. I fucked up bad. And whether it be fucking because of a daddy order or whatever it may be, at some point, you violate someone's rights like that and you do it in that small knit kind of environment. Whew.
Daddy gave bad advice that day. Bad advice. Got your son in a lot of trouble.
I know. What now? How do you think he probably is like, well, I got to listen to Dad because what is Thanksgiving going to be like?
What are you going to do?
What's Christmas going to be like?
Dad knows best.
What's my son's birthday going to be like? What are all my personal dealings? What are they going to be like? What are they going to be like? So that's why you shouldn't have a system like that where you have the two sons of the mayor, Sergeant and Chief. Oh, and Christian, the older of the two Laciceros, he's chief. He's the new chief.
Oh, we have an audio recording, an interview. Chris interviewed him. We have to play this. It's amazing.
This is with the chief.
This is amazing because you got two people trying to trigger each other to say something stupid, and they're both winning. And then we win in the end because it's the best video I think I've ever seen.
Yeah,
in my
this
life.
is probably one of the best videos ever. I can't believe it exists. It was released like 5 hours ago.
It just came out today.
This is 5 hours new.
So if you're following this story, this is going to blow your mind.
You're going to be what?
This is going to blow your mind.
Blow your.
And I'll stop it. Let me stop it whenever you want me to stop it. I'll stop it.
You're gonna have to do it. Yeah, you already know. I'm gonna have to make you stop at points. This is too much.
This video, we didn't get through the whole thing. I stopped where he was calling the chief a pussy.
We may not get through the whole thing now. Let's be serious.
They're both trying to trigger each other. It's so funny. Yeah, it's like I don't know. I like when the chief is transparent like this and dropping down to the level of insanity that Chris is at. Sorry, Chris, but you're crazier than me. Chris, I love you, but you're crazier than me, bro. And I'm pretty fucked up.
But that being said, isn't it crazy that Christian is just as crazy?
Christian he's right there. He's like, okay, I'll get in the mud with you and I'll talk about whatever with you.
He's worse than Chris. You know that.
Ego. It's his ego. Yeah. You got a big ego, and they have this thing where they're fighting over all these 30 years that they have together, I guess. And
yeah, you're going to hear the history. You're going to hear the personal, it's wild that there isn't a hang up involved in any of this.
How do you not hang up the phone at some point?
Guys have no idea where you're going to listen. I don't even care if there's one person who's listening right now and is interested in the story. There's no hang up.
This is amazing. All right, here, let me share the screen. Let me find it here. I think this is it here. All right, let me play it. Oh, no, that's not it. Wait.
This is amazing. It really is.
Hold on. This is it. Okay. Yeah, this is the greatest thing ever. Make sure I got audio. Can you
I'll tell you.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the chief going to talk to me about this Facebook page?
Did he call the emergency number? Let's stop right there. Did he just call the emergency number?
Oh my God.
Yo.
I support him.
They're gonna mail some charges to him in the mail now. Because this video just came out, and another video proved that he just made a call. Oh my God. I love this guy. I love it.
I do too.
This is great. Too. This is the most amazing video. Check this out. I will try to play as much as I can without stopping, but I can't promise you. This is too funny.
Yeah, this is gold.
This is gold, bro.
This is platinum.
Is the chief going to talk to me about this Facebook page and the request and him stalking me on my Facebook page? I want to talk to the chief about this, please.
He's being recorded. When you hear those beeps, that means you're being recorded.
Chief Lacicero.
Chief Lacicero, is that you that sent me the request for the Facebook page? You want to join my Facebook group?
Who is this?
Was that you that sent me the request to join the Lavalette Boardwalk Facebook page group of mine?
Who is this?
Who do you think it is, Christian?
I'm not sure.
I think you're quite sure who it is. I'm talking to the chief of Lavalette.
Oh.
Yeah, right? Exactly. So, what's the deal?
Chris Angle, I haven't, where you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm afraid for my life to come into your town. And I was at the meeting. Where were you? Where was your dad? What do you think about all these arrests at the town meeting? You think...
You came here Monday. You didn't seem too scared Monday when you came.
What do you think about these arrests?
You see that? Taking a shot at Chris, because again, they got me individually, they got Steve individually, and they got Chris individually. So he takes his first chance to take a shot, fire a shot in his direction, because he had backing, is what it wound up being, because Chris showed up that night too. So there was a group of us, and Chris was there as well.
Weren't so scared Monday night when you had all your friends with you, huh?
Yeah, like you guys and the cops and the mayor and the council and the town. Like what? Yeah, you have all the resources in the world. God forbid somebody show up with a friend or two.
You scared of a guy in a wheelchair and a mask? Really?
It's at the town meeting. You think that's cool? To just arrest people at the meetings for talking? Like you arrested me for saying something inappropriate?
You're disrupting the meeting? Yes.
You're proud of that? You will stand by that?
Yes.
I said something inappropriate and got arrested
Yes.
5 seconds later. You think that's appropriate?
That's not true. You couldn't follow the rules of the meeting.
You're a law enforcement officer, not a rule enforcement officer. Every rule has to be
Decisions.
Every rule has to be constitutional.
Was it?
Was it you?
What do you say? We make quick decisions.
Yep.
Quick decisions. Quick all day.
decisions.
Quick.
We make
Hurry
quick
up.
decisions.
Keep it
We don't
moving.
play-
Keep it moving.
We don't play games. Get the fuck out of my home.
Who request? Do you have a Facebook page for the Lavallette Police? Did you start the Facebook page for the?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you have any posts? Why did you? So you requested to join my group?
Yes.
Why?
You're all about transparency. I want to know if there's something going on in town. I think the police department should know about it.
You're all about transparency.
And if there's something going on with you, I think the police department should know about it. Think about that. Like, what the hell? These are gold. Like, these are gems. You guys are going to hear gems being shot out one after another. This is one of the most unbelievable pieces of material, and I haven't even been able to properly marinate on it because this is 5 hours new, people. Do you have any idea?
This is just too funny.
Yeah, there's something going
You
on.
don't like transparency?
You violently arrest me when I commit no violence. What about that?
You're against transparency?
No, where's the body camera footage of my surfboards being stolen off the beach and given away?
Okay, noted. You're against. Chris Angulo is against transparency.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
Right? Right?
Repeat after me.
What is that? How is that transparency? By you?
If there's things going on in town uncensored, I'd like to know about them.
Uncensored?
I'd like to know about
I'd like to know everything uncensored in town.
Jerk off.
You sick pervert. You
Buzz off,
sicko.
creep.
Wh-
You
who-
creeper.
Who says
Right.
that?
Someone who takes pictures of like minors.
What are you talking about? You want to see
Right.
uncensored everything?
Creepy. You want to
That's
know about
creepy as-
everything? Everything's your
Wow.
business? Everything?
Remember the
Weird.
X-ray specs when you were like 10 years old? They had X-ray specs in the back of the comic books. That's what he wants. X-ray specs.
Dork.
You guys are violent, dangerous people. Justin Lamb's still hiding from me. Justin Lamb fabricates police reports. He arrested me for nothing. He came up and attacked me. Where's the Can I get the 911 call? Where's the body camera footage? You want transparency? Where's the?
Years of you saying the same thing has got you nowhere. Do you not realize that?
Do you not realize your days are numbered? Your father's days as mayor are numbered, bro. That you can't keep attacking people.
He just won an election recently. He's got 4 years.
Chris, there's nothing to that.
Yes, I do.
Why don't you go to the council meeting in Lacey where you live?
Christian,
Such a
what's
concern
your?
about government.
Where is the? Can I get the body camera footage of my arrests?
Got everything that you were entitled to.
What do you mean? What about the transparency you want? Why don't you release it to the public?
Given everything you were
Why
entitled
don't you
to.
release it to the public if you want transparency? These
You were
are
given every-
Listen, Mike, we both know this is not the way to get your footage and your body cam
This is
stuff.
the worst
This is-
tactic. This is as bad as it gets.
However,
He's a good dude from what I see and what I've talked to him and stuff. This is not a
No.
method that anyone should
No.
choose.
no. However,
we all
however,
have mental health issues, and that always there's always a component with a lot of these things.
however,
He does have rights that he's
This-
allowed to assert, and he is allowed to have, he's constitutionally protected like the rest of us.
and he's getting
so-
gold out of the chief. He's literally
Yeah,
getting
and that's
gold.
the other thing. How many people could get the chief to talk like this? How many
Nobody.
people could get Chief Lacicero to speak in this way, to speak in this manner? This is the chief. This is the chief of this. This is the son of the mayor, not the son who arrested me. That's his brother. So if we're all remembering how tight this little town is with the police department, this is thug families. There's a few thug families, but it's mostly the Ciceros and the Lambs. They control everything. When Walter wasn't there, the mayor, on Monday, because too many of us showed up, he apparently was sick. So Bobby Lamb had to show up and sit in his spot, take his seat for the night.
So is he really saving face?
I think he's just a hothead, and I think
you think that's what happened. He's a hothead, and they said, "Listen, stay home tonight. We don't need you there tonight." You think that's what happened?
I think they out-lawyered him because he's like, "Well, I'm a lawyer too," and like, "Well, this is how we have to do this, and this is like what we're going to do."
Yeah, we're already getting sued by 2 people. We don't need a bunch of people suing us now.
This isn't going well, but you know, and at that point, they don't know how many people are showing up, and people are showing up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it could be 10, it could be 15, you know. But again, in that little small town, with the 6 of us who showed up, that was the general public, just, you know, showing their opposition to this incredible unlawful policy.
Yeah,
it couldn't have been any stronger, couldn't have been any better, and that's why they folded. And again, that's like why I couldn't believe that they did, because they're that psychotic in the way that they're abusive. They're abusive, and they make other departments look bad, make other towns look bad. They make other people who are within governing bodies look very, you know, bad. And that's why everyone always said, you don't take that town on. You don't ever take that town on.
everybody was scared of this town, but guess what? Look what happened. Look
And
what
it ain't
happened.
over.
And yet now it's not over. But when you got a bully bullying you, you know what to do to a bully. You don't back down from a bully. Never.
Nope.
Here's some more, Chris.
You were entitled to.
What do you mean? I'm entitled to listen to the 911 call when Justin arrested me. What about that?
You were given everything.
It should be part of the discovery, right? I should have all the body camera footage, right? So my lawyer should have all the body camera footage from every arrest. When you and your brother almost threw me down the steps and you drove me to jail. When you guys were both, when your brother gave me nerve, I still have nerve damage. Remember, I said, "Oh, here we go. What are you gonna throw me down the steps?" And then you grabbed me so tight. Why did you violently arrest me? Why do you violently arrest me and think that's okay?
So I'm authorized to use force.
Only when it's necessary.
You're right. And reasonable.
There's no reason to break my skin with handcuffs and cut me at the Lavalette Founders Day. There's no reason to use force. Christian, what?
At some point, you have to move on with your life.
What do you mean?
I don't know how else to say it. You're talking about the same thing.
No, people are getting. You just arrested more people at the town meeting. You don't think people have the right to record a town meeting? It's sad.
We're allowed to put reasonable. The town
It's
can put
not
reasonable
reasonable.
restrictions on recording.
It's not reasonable.
Well, then that's an argument for court.
Well, I got arrested on March 2nd of 2020. I haven't been able to go to court, and you just keep arresting people and tell people they can't record.
You got thrown out. Remember the circus act you put on in Point Pleasant Court when we were supposed to have it all done?
What do you mean? What we were supposed to have it all done? We were supposed to have it all done.
You know you're guilty.
Crazy.
Christian, my attorney didn't. What were you? Who was everybody? You're for lying with.
It was in Point Pleasant.
Right, where were my witnesses? Where was the evidence? That attorney didn't even see any videos of any arrests or anything.
So you got yourself charged with contempt of court because of that?
No, I asked for water. The judge charged me with contempt of court because I asked for water. Do you remember what the judge said? Do you remember what the judge said? Do you remember what the judge said? The judge said, "Why do you do this?" And instead of "Why are you doing," he said, "Why do you do this?"
Opening statement of court.
Why
so
do?
Now you have to go to Superior Court because you've been charged with contempt of court in every single court you've been to.
I don't have to go to Superior Court for municipal court charges. That's totally ridiculous.
Yes, you do.
I'm not allowed in the Ocean County Court.
You've gotten thrown out of every single court. You got charged with contempt of court at every single municipal court.
That is totally untrue.
In Seaside Heights, you got it. In Point Pleasant, you got it.
You really don't know what you're talking about, Christian.
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
I asked for water.
You got charged with contempt of court in Seaside Heights on the virtual, and you got charged with contempt of court in Point Pleasant in person.
You can't violently arrest people when they're not doing anything violent.
You don't like to hear the truth.
No, it's not the truth.
You change the subject.
It's not
when
the truth.
comes out.
It's not the truth.
It is the truth.
You're stalking me on my Facebook page. We're not friends. It's inappropriate for you as a chief of police to be playing on Facebook requesting to join my group. My group is against you.
it's actually encouraged for law enforcement agencies to be on social media.
Does the footage still exist of the bomb threat evacuation?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, I asked for that. I requested that. It's been buried. There was no credible bomb threat. You guys are tripping. You're literally tripping. This attorney is a puppet. My charges are pending from 2020. This attorney is a puppet.
Because you won't go to court.
I went to court. The attorney didn't.
Let the guy finish the opening statement of court.
Why? So I can go ahead with court when my attorney is obligated to review all discovery with me before court. We didn't review.
You didn't even let him say that in front of the judge. You couldn't even get to the court case.
He wasn't gonna say that. He was gonna try to have a trial and make me lose. He's a puppet. He's friends with your dad, with Justin's dad. He's friends with your dad too. All these lawyers are all friends with each other. So John Novak's not friends with your dad?
I have no idea.
Oh, now you don't have any idea. John Novak's not friends with Bob Lamb?
I don't know John Novak.
John Novak's not friends with Justin Lamb? You know what?
He doesn't know John Novak. He doesn't know John Novak.
Why are you lying like that?
What kind of an answer is that? No, I know that's not true. Just knowing that the police chief would not know who the judge is.
Right.
That's no.
But what, isn't it wild how he just keeps it up? The chief keeps it up. Chris keeps it up.
I love this. I mean, there's ignorance on both sides here, but I'm more interested on the bad cop.
You know what he said? You know what he said to me? You know what he said to me when I said, "Are you friends with Justin Lamb?" You know what he said to me? I've never been to his house. That's avoidance. He's avoided the question, and it's not a legit answer. It actually exposes him. He's never been to Justin Lamb's house.
This is just another tactic to delay.
What do you mean to delay what?
And you think that if you delay things forever, that everyone will just forget about what happened.
What happened? What happened? You guys harassed me out of my house in my town and committed so much misconduct.
Parents sold the house. Oh yeah, they forced the $750,000 in their pocket. Yeah.
You wish, bro. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, forced. Yeah, they forced that money into your pocket.
Yeah, they didn't want me in Lavalette anymore. My mom was worried about my safety and my life, which is very credible threats when you just arrest me for talking at a town meeting. Do you think it's appropriate for your dad to call me Benny at a town meeting? You think it's appropriate for people to clap while I'm speaking? That's not disturbing a meeting? What about when people are clapping when I'm speaking? When it's my turn to speak and other people are clapping? Is that disturbing a town meeting? Christian Lacicero, Chief? Crickets.
I'm not gonna get into hypotheticals.
What hypothetical? It's recorded.
That I'll say everything else, but that crosses the line.
Yeah, I know, right?
Cross the line. The hypotheticals cross the line there.
Moral.
Now you've gone too far.
On video, there were people clapping while it was my turn to speak, and I'm the one who gets arrested.
Don't you see?
What?
We're not part of this community.
Yes, I absolutely am part of that.
Oh, that was low. That was not nice. Now wait a minute here. Saying it's not part of the community?
Yeah. Now, why would you try to project damage to his mental state?
Now, what's going on there?
What is actually taking place here? Now, let's just examine this for a moment, right? All right, that was just a comment, okay? But think about that comment in the time frame of this whole conversation and what exactly he's saying at that moment. Why is he trying to shoot? Why is he trying to hit him with a low blow and trying to hurt his mental state? All right. So if Chris needs help and he's dealing with some shit, everybody needs a helping hand.
Yeah. What's going on here?
Police. That's no helping hand.
Taking shots at him.
What is that all about?
Taking
That's the chief
shots.
of police. Mayor
Clapping while it was my turn to speak, and I'm the one who gets arrested.
Don't you see?
What?
We're not part of this community.
Yes, I absolutely am part of that community. I absolutely.
I'm tired of you menacing them for 30 years.
What are you? I've been.
All right, now menacing them for 30 years. That's the narrative we're going with now.
30 years too. I don't know the situation, but 30 years.
Police chief is saying that this guy is menacing people for 30 years. The
chief is also like 45. So he remembers this at
Wait.
15 years old.
How
like
old
the
is
start
this?
of all this. You know, like he, as a 15-year-old child, when he was just swimming like in his dad's pool and shit, before he had all these like extra white privilege rights. You know, this is like being a cop in that town is not the same as being a cop in another town in the state.
No.
Why
Cops in Lavalette. It's
yeah, they just the Lambs, Cicero's.
there's no bad crime there.
There's a lot of corrupt crime that's going on in that
There's no crime outside the family in there.
and that's why everybody said you stay away from them. Do not do it. Do not do it. Stay away. Stay away.
Stay away from Lavalette.
But think about it. Stay away from what? Stay away from what? Going to talk at a public meeting?
Right. We have a right to talk, and I think we even talked about this. You know, what a better way to go, right?
For sure.
You gotta die some way, right? So imagine getting
Everybody said don't touch Lavalette. Oh well, guess what? They said like watch it litigate in court, watch it play out in court. That's always what they've said. That's always what they've said. That's the only way they play to all this craziness. Well, guess what? Guess who's watching it play out in court? They are.
You don't like it? Come get me.
Yeah, watch it play out in court, guys.
Read Ephesians 6:12. I'm not going to even read it for you. Go look it up yourself. Go get a Bible. Read Ephesians 6:12 when you see who I'm talking about. I'm talking about you.
It's easy to watch this broadcast, but you know what? Do it. Go Google it. Go Google it for yourself. Take that extra step. Because I know you guys have nothing but, all the free time. Your mental tax has been totally, mental real estate has been totally eaten up. So just go Google that. Take the extra step. Take the extra minute for it. But it will be litigated out. It will be figured out. What you're going to say, you'll say.
It's a spiritual warfare, guys. It's a spiritual warfare. Realize that you're living in the ass of a comet. You're lucky to even be here right now. You're here for a reason and a purpose, and you're failing your reason and purpose right now. You're only here for a short time. Do the right thing, and you're not doing the right thing. You're failing. Just think about it. The earth is not spinning around the sun like you think. It's a vortex. We're hanging on for dear life. We're on the ass of a comet, and on the tail of a comet. You're lucky to be here.
And why didn't you treat my fucking friends and the group of us the same way you did me and Steve individually, not even realizing the two of us were a group going to the meeting together? You just decided to bully the both of us individually, but you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it on Monday night. Why couldn't you do it on Monday night? Was it too many of us? You didn't have enough handcuffs? Or did the lawyers finally say we're fucking up? You guys will see how this plays out in court.
And we got prayer that morning too. We got prayer from Pastor Christina. And so you guys had no chance. You guys literally had no chance on Monday night. We had God on our side. We had everything going for us. So there's just no way. And it's going to continue that way because we're coming after Lavalette now. We're not done. We're putting pedal to the metal now at Lavalette.
It's easy to fight when you have truth behind you and you have and you're right.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes very easy as long as you're willing to stand up to this kind of fucking craziness.
Yep. Evil. It's evil.
Oh, yeah. What did I do after Hurricane Sandy? I menaced people? I was menacing people?
You've had a lifetime of menacing people, yes.
Lifetime of helping people and making people happy and having people watch me surf. Yeah, people come just to see me surf.
You don't even surf. You hang out in libraries. You don't even surf.
I can't. I'm from Pennsylvania, and people from Pennsylvania can't surf. You think that's conduct becoming of a police officer?
It has nothing to do with this. You spend all your time.
People from Pennsylvania. People.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's count how many times he says librarians. He literally says he repeats himself. All right. How many times does the chief repeat himself? All right. Librarians. Ding.
Right. Imagine making a drinking game out of that. You'd be drunk within 10 minutes. Librarians.
How many times he says librarians?
Officer.
It has nothing to do with this. You spend all your time.
People from Pennsylvania.
Librarians.
People from Pennsylvania can't surf.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. I want you to look in the mirror today, and I want you to ask yourself. Okay, when you're.
I ask myself, do I have civil rights? Do I have civil rights?
I love that. Chris is the best.
You say, when you say things like I can do whatever I want, I can say.
Dime of child support. You think they're going to say, you know what? My dad was around, but he fought those librarians. He's a hero. Do you honestly believe that?
I'm not fighting librarians. Librarians are fight.
You're 50. You were 50 years old.
No, I'm not. I'm not 50 years. I'm not 50 years old.
You're almost 50 years old. Get your life together.
Allow me to have civil rights. Allow me to have civil rights. Allow me to have civil rights. I have a job. It's called Lavalette Lance. I am a job. It's called
Get a job, get secure housing, get a reliable vehicle, and then you probably could see your kids if you did those things. I mean, they're simple things.
Dude,
Stop getting arrested. Stop hanging out in police departments. Stop hanging out in libraries.
Bing.
Stop hanging out in libraries? I use the library. It's a very valuable resource.
Crusade, you're fighting librarians.
No, I'm not. I'm fighting for civil rights.
You're on a crusade against librarians.
The way you talk, librarians.
That's low for you, by your standards. You're fighting librarians,
Okay.
and you think you are right.
So you want to face me? You won't face me. That's why I'm fighting for civil. I'm trying to fight you. Will you fight me?
Librarians you fight.
Will you fight me?
No, I won't fight you. Why would
Okay.
I fight you?
Because you think I'm so low to be fighting for civil rights in a public building, just like in the public meeting. Your dad said this is not a.
Read the case law.
I
Laws
It's crazy. What the hell is going on? I can't believe it. I can't. This is the second time I've watched this. I only saw this the one time before.
Librarians.
It's just nuts.
Librarians. He's librarians. That's all he's doing.
And I love how Chris mimicked him. These two, there should be a whole series about these two.
I know. I
understand that there is obviously they know each other. These two know each other. They have a past, if you couldn't tell.
This is great. Oh, this is just gold right here. All right, stay tuned. Here we go.
I'm gonna fight you. Will you fight me?
Librarians you fight.
Will
I can't. I can't. The timing of that was great. Dude. Will you fight me? Who says that? I
You're
love
fighting librarians.
What?
You're fighting librarians. Wait, here we go.
So you want to face me? You won't face me. That's why I'm fighting for civil. I'm trying to fight you. Will you fight me?
Librarians you fight.
Will you fight
Bing.
me?
What the hell?
Okay. Because you think I'm so low to be fighting for civil rights in a public building, just like in the public meeting. Your dad said this is not a.
Read the case law, Chris. You leave a big part out of laws and the way the world works.
The way the world works?
Oh my God.
Go on Google Scholar and search. Okay, it's very simple. Type Google Scholar.
Okay. HTTP. Chief, is it :/:? HTTP www.
New Jersey, and you put in what you want to know about, and it's all there.
So you think it's okay? You think it's okay?
Wait, does he own stock in that company?
For other people to clap while it's my turn to speak, and you're calling that hypothetical?
I don't know if it was disruptive. I don't know when you're talking about it. I'd have to be there. I don't know.
You're trying to just like Justin Lamb's fabricated police reports that you don't seem to care about because you're the internal affairs investigator. You don't care that Justin Lamb fabricates police reports. You did. You were for Justin Lamb when he assaulted me and broke my finger. Okay.
Did he say oh? I mean, he's hitting truths here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here that's he's hitting home runs with that you got to realize.
Right. The things that Chris is saying are backed up by videos. Chris has a channel. What Lefty's watching right here is his channel called Cops Can't Surf. And everything that Chris is talking about is backed up by his videos that he has. Yeah. He has a lot of videos. He posts a lot daily. He's very active with his channel. So
this is great stuff. So
he's not just dramatic for no reason. He does have video evidence, and what he's
Yeah.
talking about is his account of what took place in his perspective.
I'm just having fun here, but Chris is solid. He's got all this stuff is solid evidence of corruption. And
he has the proof. He's dealing with Lavalette police. That's
Yeah.
why, and you kind of got to give him a pass to a certain degree, because that police department, they thrive on that. They love trying to be so powerful that they eat at, they'll take away your rights. They'll give you a ticket for tinted windows. They're on top of, like, anything that goes through that town that doesn't belong to that town. If you're a member of the public of any other town, you're trash to them. You're nobody, and that's actually how, they treat residents of the town who disagree with them and their policies and the way they do things. So it's pretty much anyone who doesn't agree with what they do, they're trash to them, and they're nobody, and they're expendable. And unfortunately, Chris has been treated as expendable by that council, that police department, and there's a lot of truth to what I'm saying. So,
I can hear that. I can hear the bullying. There's bullying going on here by the chief. I could see the
you can hear it. You can see
disrespect. I can hear the disrespect.
How many chiefs would have, already diffused the situation and hung up? Why would he be doing that? Why would he be playing into it? It's as if he's trying to entice him to have future altercations, trying to almost instigate on his, mental state, try to disrupt his comfort. That can be argued just as easily as the arguments that Chris is trying to make on his own behalf for what he's dealing with or whatever.
He's
so
trying to mitigate.
by no means is the mental state of the chief doesn't differ too far from what is going on with Chris and what he's dealing with. And we're talking about the chief, the son of the mayor, who has all the power in the town. Why this display of this phone call that we're hearing is of such, to this caliber of, a character, is left for, everyone to have their own opinion on.
Well, the chief is recording this, and so he's trying to chip away at Chris's character by, putting him down, triggering him, gaslighting him. You can see what the chief is doing.
All of that. And that's what he's doing and he's doing that on tax dollars. He's being paid by the public to deteriorate Chris's mental state. And maybe I'm being dramatic by saying deteriorate, but he is certainly helping to degrade it in this moment. However this plays out for his long-term mental state, but his temporary mental state is certainly being triggered and gaslighted by the chief of police here of Lavalette, which is being done under tax dollars.
And we're only 13 minutes in. Apparently this goes on for a while. And it gets better. Just put your seatbelt on.
Yeah,
I have every right to record in a library. The librarian, yes, I do. Everybody does. The librarians were fighting me.
Read the case law.
Watch the videos. Why is Ocean County the only county you can't record in a library now? You keep up a picture. A veteran can't come home from Iraq and take a picture of a. So you can't go in the library and take a book out and take a picture of a page in a book.
You can do that, yes, but you can't. Obviously, you can't.
Obviously.
Menacing people.
You are such a fucked up dude to say I menace people. I'm not menacing anyone.
You do.
No, I don't.
Your entire existence is menacing people. Yes, it is.
The things that you say, bro, you're doing it again. You fall right into the trap every time. It's not the truth. Just because you say something doesn't make it true, Christian. What about the fabricated police reports of Justin Lamb? It's time for
self-reflection.
Trust me, I've had plenty.
Okay, time for self-reflection. Mikey, you go first.
Okay, so the whole thing is this: is Chief Lacicero, is he actually like a therapist? Is he like, trained to be giving this kind of advice to somebody who clearly is not doing well in his own behalf? Now, why he hasn't terminated this call at this point, and how far are we in, Lefty? What are we at? 16 minutes? I can't see.
15 minutes.
We're in
almost
15. 15 minutes. And what has he done? He has not diffused the situation. He has not terminated the call. He has progressed. He's gaslighting Chris. He is triggering Chris. He's trying to get Chris to essentially commit future acts against Lavalette, so Lavalette can seem like the victim.
I had a moment of self-reflection, and now it's over. Thank you.
Plenty of time. I've had plenty of time for that. It's time to.
Look into your own eyes. Look into your soul.
My soul.
Oh, okay, Mikey, go ahead. Look into your
Okay.
soul. You ready? Go.
Okay. Now again, why take a shot at him like that? As if Chief Lacicero is spiritual. He's a spiritual man. He's connected to who he is as a person. He is somebody who follows daddy's orders. So this is somebody who, from what I can tell, from what most people can tell, that's not somebody who willfully knows how to act on his own behalf. So how could he have any spiritual guidance from within saying something like that?
I just looked inside my soul, and I'm actually still filled with the Holy Spirit from the other night. So I'm good. Thanks for asking, though, Chiefy Pie.
It respects the United States Constitution and our forefathers. Did you take an oath?
Put yourself in your position.
Did you take an oath to the United States? Did you take an oath?
Responsibility.
Did you take an oath to the United States Constitution? Okay, so why did you totally forget about it?
Oh,
free press
Wyatt,
means I don't have to ask.
He didn't.
Crickets.
The problem is Chris doesn't wait for an answer. But
right, he could have relaxed for a second, and that would have been the kind of drawn-out moment. The way they let kind of Chris go on for his public comment was the same way that Chris could have been quiet, and he would have let the silence really speak for itself. Because you could tell there that Christian Lacicero would have remained silent for many more seconds, but Chris is very, he's got a reason to just keep it going.
Yeah, it's very important for like when you have music, you have to have silence.
Silence
notes.
Can be an instrument itself.
It's an instrument. Silence is an instrument.
Yep.
It's important that you use it.
Just like negative space is important when you think about art.
Yes. Yeah, you need that. You need that break. So give them a time to answer or just marinate on whatever you just said.
Yeah, because he was gonna probably pause for maybe 7 seconds, I would imagine, something around there.
Yeah, because I want an answer. I don't think we're going to get that answer.
Nope. And our forefathers. Did you take an oath? Did you take an oath to the United States? Did you take an oath? Did you take an oath to the United States Constitution? Okay, so why did you totally forget about it? Free press means I don't have to ask permission to record a town meeting. It's newsworthy.
Reasonable restrictions.
There's nothing reasonable about that. It's not reasonable.
Then go to court. Take it down.
Go to court. There's your answer.
And it's, again, pause that. So it's the same way that his brother said to me and Steve, I hope you win. Sure, yeah, I hope you win a lot of money. I don't care. Same exact energy.
We got a budget for that.
Screw you guys. Our daddies and stuff are like lawyers and stuff.
Yeah, they're like lawyers, man. It's all good, bro.
Our town has no idea how important all of this is to us. And you guys mean nothing to us.
They'll figure it out, man.
You guys should just leave, not even from here. And if you're speaking now, you can't even stay for the whole thing. You guys are sick. And I know you're watching. And I'm telling you right now, that's some of the sickest thing I've ever seen. If you speak now, you can't stay. You have to leave. Otherwise, we're going to kick you out. That's what's going to happen. We won't even go through the meeting. We're going to kick you out because then you will be disrupting the meeting. If you don't leave after you talk at the beginning of the meeting, because it says on our agenda that these are for people who are not staying for the duration of the meeting, they're willing to kick you out. That's another thing that's so sick about that shit. They're just so willing to say you're disrupting their policies.
Yeah.
Again, that's a reasonable restriction. Your time frame is a reasonable restriction. Think about that. Your freedom is a reasonable restriction to them. That kind of free activity, that free movement is a restriction, a reasonable one to them. That kind of movement, that freedom, is a reasonable restriction for those psychos.
Bro, you're just so lost. You're so lost. The world only works when your dad is the mayor.
Oh, The world only works when your dad is the mayor. We should quote him on that. Make a meme.
Quote him.
Let's
Can we
quote
make
him and make a
shirts?
meme. Yeah.
Make
Can we
shirts
make shirts about that. That's a good shirt right there.
and donate all the shit to his fund, his legal fund.
Yeah, we need legal funding.
Yeah.
So yeah, the shit only works when your dad's the mayor. And that's the shirt right there.
Boom, boom. Chris A.
The world only works when your dad is the mayor. The way.
And we can put that in a song too.
That's solid.
The
Yeah,
world
that
only
sounds
works
good.
when your dad is the mayor. Let's write a song.
Make a whole song off of
That's
that.
a great song.
It is.
World only works when your dad is the mayor.
Yes. Yes.
The world only works when your dad is the mayor.
That he can be a song.
The world only works when your dad is the mayor.
Sir, are you recording? Sir, are you recording? Sir, are you recording?
Are you recording me? I am recording you. Are you recording me?
Here.
I am recording you. The world only
He's
works
deaf,
when your
Sarge.
dad is the
Can't
mayor.
hear. I think he's deaf, Sarge. I think he can't hear.
The world only works when your dad is
Are
the
you
mayor.
recording? Did you get permission?
We need a beat. We need a fat beat. Let me find a fat beat. Is this it? No, that's not it. The world only works when your dad is the mayor.
That's good.
Can we get a hardcore beat in here somewhere?
Coming. The world only works when your dad is the mayor. Yeah, like that.
Oh wow, here we go. The world only works when your dad is the mayor.
The world only works when your dad is the
The
mayor.
world only works when your dad is the mayor. Are you recording me? I am recording you. Are you recording me? I am recording you.
The world only works when your dad is the mayor.
The world only works when your dad is the mayor.
The world only works when your dad is the mayor.
The world only works when your dad is the mayor.
The world only works when your dad is the mayor. You get permission. You get prior authorization.
Wow. The world only works when your dad is the mayor. Are you recording me? I am recording you.
Back to Chris and his
Wait,
trouble.
The world only works for you when your father's the mayor, bro. You would
Yes.
never be a cop. You would never still be a cop with your dad, without your dad.
Before he was the mayor, so, try again.
Yeah, because Justin's dad was mayor,
No, he wasn't.
or he was chief.
Bob Lamb was never the mayor.
Whatever.
Bob Lamb was never the chief.
He was-
Wrong again.
He was never chief.
You don't know.
Whatever.
You don't know a
Was
lot of history about Bob Lamb. 'cause
was
you're not from here.
was Ray Toscano ever chief?
Chris goes,
Why?
whatever.
Why was Ray Toscano chief? Because the chief got arrested. How many Lavalier cops got arrested? Why is Justin Lamb able to get a restraining order dropped in a couple days and my restraining order stick and I don't even touch these women?
Court. He went to court.
No, it's a connection.
To court. He went to court. The world
Right, well,
only
who was
works
that
when your
high thing?
dad is the mayor. He went to court. He went to court. The world only works when your dad is the mayor. He went to court. He went to court.
Bro, you know what's up.
He went to court.
Why
He
is
went to court.
He went to court.
He went to court. He went to court.
court.
Court, Archie.
Court, Chris.
Court.
Bro.
He went to court.
it okay? Why is it okay for him to arrest? Why is it okay for?
Judge was able to finish her opening statement.
Why is it okay? Why is it okay for Justin Lamb to just come up to me and arrest me and attack me and break my finger when he says he's going inside to check the cameras?
That's not what happened.
Silent.
So I don't know what.
What do you mean? What happened?
Again, we're talking about hypothetical.
Well, he told me to sit down 12 times in 3 seconds. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Ooh, I like that. Have a seat. 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 We can make such a great song from this.
Yeah,
this
there's a lot of sound bits that if you know, there's a bridge, there's a chorus, there's verses.
This is good. Good stuff.
I don't. Why do I have to have a seat? He has to have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. No, he has to articulate it. You.
Articulate to you.
Yes, he does.
Oh, he has to say it out with words to you? You mean using words and voice? Oh, oh, articulate to you. I can't articulate to myself.
Yes.
I want to articulate to myself.
To me.
Oh, you want to articulate to him? Oh, well, that's different.
No, he does not.
Yes, you can't just come up and attack somebody.
You obviously didn't study criminal justice.
You obviously don't want to watch any of the videos. That's why you guys and Donnelly are you're burying all the videos, bro. You won't face me. You won't face me. You won't face me. You're hiding from me. Justin's hiding from me. You're hiding from me. You're hiding, bro. You're hiding right now.
I'm not hiding.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not hiding.
You're hiding.
I'm not hiding.
You're hiding. And a lot of what Chris is saying here, he can back this up with his videos and stuff like that. And Donnelly's the one that Steve got the permission from, the prior authorization. He got that on the 14th. And they still, did what they did. Maybe because they were so used to Chris.
Trust me. If I would have thought you were gonna meet, if you would talk on video, I would be there. You're a coward. You're a coward. Your dad's a bully. You can't arrest people violently when they've done nothing violent. It's not hanging out. That's loitering. That's loitering. It's not. What do you mean? I am a job.
Wow.
I'm a tree climber. I have a business, Lavalette Landscaping. It's not safe for me to go to Lavalette.
And what are you doing, Chiefy Pie? What are you doing at 10 o'clock on a weekday during your job on the clock right now on taxpayer dollars?
Exactly. Like,
what are you doing?
Hour on tax dollars.
You just spent a half hour. What are you doing?
Tax dollars on this.
Wow.
On this.
This is your energy.
Thanks for entertaining Chris and his, everyone's got shit, man, going through shit. But thanks for spending a half hour on tax dollars on this shit, man.
Wow. That's really sad.
What are you talking about?
Please get your life together.
I have medical issues, bro. I'm having a procedure today. I'm having a procedure today. So what does it matter that it's 10 o'clock right now?
I hope it goes well.
What do you want me to be?
I hope it goes well.
It's the same comment. It's the same moment of I hope you get a lot of money. I hope you do get a lot of money.
I hope you get paid.
Say, I hope you do get paid.
I hope you get everything you want. I hope you have a great procedure.
To be doing right now. I actually am working right now. You're never gonna believe it.
You're taking a break?
I'm talking.
Are you taking a break? That's the question. You should ask the chief that. Are you on break?
He's the chief of police. Is there anything else you could attend to? Maybe anything more important?
Is the chief sitting on the toilet?
As you tried to talk about Chris as being an out-of-towner, and you tried to, subject him to being less than because he's an out-of-towner, you on Lavalette tax dollars are talking to an out-of-towner. So it's the reciprocal. If you're willing to say he's an out-of-towner and he's a non-issue, as you spend 30 minutes trying to deteriorate his mental state, whether you realize it or not, that's what you're doing. I don't know why you didn't end that phone call. I don't know what you were trying to get out of that, but you spent a half hour of Lavalette tax dollars on an out-of-town issue. Or did you ever think about it maybe you never thought about it like that? I'm sure you didn't.
I think the chief is on the bowl. That's why he's able to do this right now. He's taking a dump. So let's make it proper. The chief is taking a dump right now.
Talking to you and exposing your corruption is my job. You're never going to believe it, but I'm getting paid for this right now.
That's your job. Okay.
Why is that funny? You're a tyrant who needs to be taken down, to overthrow the government. Yes, it's my duty. It is my duty. Just like I said to Frank White in the other video, when there's tyranny, it takes good men to stand up to you and your dad. Christian. I mean, Satanist. Are you a
Wow.
Satanist or a Christian? When's the last time you were in the ocean? When's the last time you were? When's the last time you were in the ocean? When's the last time you were in the ocean?
What's the last time you were in the ocean?
Good. Maybe
I went fishing last night, actually.
No. When's the last time you submerged your whole body in the ocean?
A few days ago.
Okay, good. Well, I thought the ocean had more power than that because you still don't get it. It's not okay to violently arrest me when I've done nothing violent and give me permanent nerve damage in my finger and my thumb. I still have nerve. I thought my metacarpal was broken for hours, and I was actually happy that maybe some progress would be done. And I
Sounds
still
like the Chief's colon's broken.
have a bone chip in my middle finger from Justin Lamb, violently arresting me for no reason. He had no right to arrest me. You don't know what you're talking about. There's people clapping while it's my turn to speak. They're the ones disturbing the meeting. Your dad having a freak out over a camera and free press, that's him disturbing the meeting. You're gonna lose. You're losing. You just lost. You're losing. Yeah, you're harassing. Don't harass me on Facebook. You're not joining my group, okay? The group is against you.
Hide in the shadows.
I'm not hiding in any shadows. I don't want you part.
Transparent.
Okay, then let me into the other boardwalk group. Let me into the other boardwalk.
I don't run the other group. I have nothing to do with the other group.
Well, are you a member of it?
I'm a member of everything that you do in Lovelet, I'm a member of it.
Okay. Except the group that's against the dishonesty and the chaos and the disruption that you guys create.
You want to hide in the shadows.
I'm not hiding in any shadows. You want to have a sit? Why don't you?
Against transparency.
No, let's have a meeting then. All right, let's set up a meeting with me, you, and Justin Lamb. Let's set up a meeting with the whole police department and me for transparency. Because see who's hiding in the shadows with the mayor and the police department to talk about these arrests at the town meeting. Let's set up a meeting.
No, you have to go to court for yours.
Oh, you don't want to train. You don't want to have a sit down. You're afraid to face me. I'm willing to me myself. I'm willing to me myself. I'm willing to me. You're talking shit, but you can't back it up. You pussy bitch. You owe me. If you're trying to be real and say that you're saying.
Nobody owes you a house. Nobody owes you money.
You definitely do. No. I assaulted the police with a chainsaw and I cut a piece off of my car seat, right? Yeah, where I cut a piece. Allegedly. You're such a scumbag. I'm willing to face the entire police department and the mayor. Sit down on video. Will you guys show up? I suggest give Justin Lamb a drug test.
I'm being honest. I think that's a giant waste of time for you, honestly. It's a giant waste of time. You're gonna come in. You're gonna say the same thing.
No.
You've been saying for 10
See,
years.
that's.
It's gonna get you no further in life. It's gonna get you further from your stated goals of seeing your kids. Okay. Self-reflection. Get a mirror. Look in that mirror. Think long and hard about what you're doing and how you're living your life and the decisions you made along the way. But I want to let you know there's still time to change.
Chief, you should change too.
Right, because exactly. And as if the chief actually is trying to, as if he actually cares.
You're projecting.
You're
projecting, Chief.
He couldn't care any less, just like his brother.
And is the chief a big fat guy? Because he's got a lot of crap built.
They're both fat, but Adam's the apple.
Oh, Adam the apple. Lachin. Adam Lachin.
Lachinery.
Lachinero.
There's
Change course.
change Lavalette government.
Time.
Yeah, change the police department.
You have nothing to do with Lavalette government. You have nothing to do
Yes,
with
I do. I'm afraid for my life. I have a job in Lavalette and on the island that I'm afraid to
says
do
that,
because you guys
like
are
20
violent
minutes
bullies
in.
who lie on police reports. Yes, you lie. All the police reports are full of lies. What do you mean? Come on, get it together. You're the one who talks about.
If he's got nothing to do with
You want
Lavalette,
transparency. This is the chief of Lavalette. He talks about transparency, but he's afraid to meet me. I'm willing to meet me against. The whole police department won't face me,
I
bro.
owe you nothing.
Right?
You're
No,
not
just keep.
I owe you nothing.
Dude, you keep saying that.
Nobody owes you anything.
You have no
Nobody
idea.
owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything in this world.
How many times can you say
have
the
to earn
same
everything.
thing? What do you mean? I earned
They both
respect
do
in
the same
Lavalette.
thing to each other.
You have
I
no
know.
respect in Lavalette.
Yes,
So
I
funny.
do. Yes, I do.
None.
Yeah,
They're
right.
like, you
Yeah,
know what?
right.
It's like two kids in a playground arguing with
I
each
know.
other.
Isn't it the fucking most adorable, precious
it's
thing
kind of
you've ever
cute.
seen in your life,
It's kind of
Lefty?
cute.
This is fucking sandbox fucking adorable. I can't even take it. I've never seen something so like black top, like playground sandbox, like adorable, precious AF behavior between the two people. This is such children behavior.
It's Americana.
You think Lavalette is made up of you think it's made up of the 20 or 30 people that are loyal to your tyranny and your this deception? You guys are all about deception and bullshit, and you're totally anti-constitutional rights. You're anti-constitutional rights, bro. You're so anti-freedom. You guys are anti-freedom.
Same things.
Yeah, I'm challenging you guys. You guys.
Then I'm sure you'll be successful in court. Then you should have had your cases heard.
Okay, so when I
You put on a circus act to get thrown out of court.
the whole thing is a circus act with Justin Lamb showing up in a suit. He's not a credible witness. He lies on police reports. Those police reports are not honest. They don't reflect the video. He had a dark.
Hey, pause that for a second.
No, my lord.
I love that. Like that bothers Chris. Seeing Justin Lamb show up in a suit bothers him. You know, because he's always in his police outfit, his police sergeant outfit, or he's, you know, doing his lawyer things. I don't know how many times Chris has seen him and what kind of, like, you know, atmospheres or whatever. But Justin Lamb in a suit, yeah, that's got to rub wrong. I know where Chris is coming from with that one. I think I've seen him in a suit. I think I've seen Justin Lamb in court one time in a suit. I remember seeing him one time, and he didn't look good. He didn't look good in a suit.
Did he have stains? They have stains by the crotch.
Remember the mustard stains that he had on
Remember
his,
that?
like,
And then
when he was,
and
like,
dandruff.
inaugurated for his like council position.
There was mustard and there was dandruff
like,
on his picture.
Well, no, there was actually. Well, it was
Oh,
yeah. It was,
no, it wasn't
in his
dandruff.
chin. Yeah, it was in
It
his
was
chin.
donut.
Yeah, it was donut. It was like powdered stuff all over his chin
Yeah,
hair.
he had powdered donut all over his face.
All over his chin hair and like on his shoulder, like on his shoulder.
That was embarrassing. You spent all that money in that picture, and that's how you took it? Really? Sad. Your parents were like, "What'd you do with the money I gave you for that picture? This
I got a
picture's
donut.
terrible."
I ate a donut.
I ate a donut. I bought donuts, Ma. Oh, I'm sorry.
I ate a donut, and then like his mom, like, Justin, did you use a napkin? Justin, did you use a napkin, Justin?
You ruined that picture.
Boy, I'm supposed to talk about that with my. You don't know how court works, do you? The lawyer is obligated to review all discovery with me before court, not after we go on the record and begin a trial. That's why we didn't have a trial that day. You don't get it.
Begin a trial. He didn't begin a trial. You wouldn't even let the judge.
Right, because
opening statement of the court.
because there was no reason to have a trial when the attorney did not review any discovery with me at all.
There was going to be a trial.
Why were there witnesses there?
He finished the opening statement.
We were there for a trial. What do you mean? Who says there's going to be a
God.
trial? Your deception is obvious right now.
Yeah, I
It
would
was a
say
trial
right
date.
now-
It was a trial.
I would say right now, Chris is probably like peak performance aggravated.
Yeah, now he's
Within
got
the whole conversation, he has now hit a number 10. If he was raging on like a 9 or a 9.5, he has now probably hit the full-blown 10. He still wants the conversation, but he has kind of lost it at this point.
if you could see his neck right now, his artery for his neck is literally as big as like my thumb. So he has so much blood pumping into his brain right now.
He does.
Look at that. Look at that. So he's like pumping right now, blood through his brain. He's on 11 right now. He's actually operating on 11.
He might be on 11.
He's on 11 right now. So just stay back and just give him what he wants.
And the chief got him to 11. Let's just face it. This is a long conversation at this point. How many minutes, Lefty?
Yeah, this is what the chief wants. This is 24 minutes right now.
24 minutes. He still has not terminated the call with this out-of-towner.
Yeah. This person who doesn't make it, who's insignificant.
Nothing to do with Lavalette,
Yeah.
but we're in 25 minutes.
But I'll spend an hour a half hour with him on the phone while I'm taking a dump in the bathroom.
Yeah, on Lavalette tax time.
Your lawyer hadn't even met with the prosecutor yet.
It was a trial date. We were there for a trial. That's why Justin Lamb had a suit on. He wasn't there for me to talk to the prosecutor. It was a fucking trial, you pussy bitch. You're trying to just lie and lie.
You've been in court so much, you would think you know how court works.
You just lie and lie. You're such an immature baby staying on the phone with me like this. You won't.
I love that he said.
Yeah. So,
I love that he said. Okay, so now finally, Chris. Now, if anyone thinks Chris is dumb, they might think he's crazy. All right, but that's one thing that you can argue that at another time. But he's not dumb.
No,
because Chris at this point has now shown his cards. He has baited this chief into this much of a conversation, and he's got him acting like a baby.
This is amazing. This is why Chris is amazing. This is why.
Don't think that this man's dumb.
Yeah, this is why he's amazing, because look at this. Look what he does here.
Lie.
You've been in court so much, you would think you know how court works.
You just lie and lie. You're such an immature baby staying on the phone with me like this. You won't.
You're such an immature baby staying on the phone with me like this.
He's so right. Don't say that Chris is not smart for being in this position, and call him out right then and there.
That
is
come
on. You can call Chris crazy all you want, Chief, but guess what? You look dumb here.
Man.
It's the facts. It's the
facts. So your first aid, your first.
What? And the guy couldn't even get through the opening statement of court.
You don't. Do you remember?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Virtual court. You might be the only person in history who got charged with contempt of court on virtual.
There's a lot of things. I'm the only person in history because of your tyranny.
Well, you said you want to get your cases done. You purposely delay them, hoping that
they'll be fair. No, I'm waiting for them to be fair, Christian. I'm waiting for some fairness, some integrity. You know the court motto: integrity, fairness, quality service, and independence. What? It's not fair that I'm banned from the Ocean County Court because I video recorded in the courthouse. You're allowed to video record. There was no signs posted. You're allowed to video record in the courthouse.
Now, pause for a second. Now, if you're somebody who goes to like the county courthouse and you decide that you want to do some like filming or whatever, depending upon your behavior, if you don't go about it in the right way and you possibly behave in Chris's manner, they will absolutely ban you from the courthouse unless you have actual business being there. Unless you're on the docket or something like that, or I guess would special circumstances, it would put you in a situation where special circumstances would be like you like wanting to go to court with someone like as moral support, because they can absolutely ban you if they see you as some sort of harassment. So Chris is someone who believes in freedom. He put the American flag on top of the roller coaster in Sandy when it fell in Seaside Heights, when it fell in the water. He was the one who climbed up to the top with the American flag. And the reason why he did that was because he wanted to bring attention to the lavallette corruption that was going on. And the correlation was never made because the image that Chris made of the American flag was one of the most popular depicted images of the American flag in the last decade. It was on the cover of National Geographic. It was covered widely. But what was lost was the correlation that Chris was trying to make, which was the corruption of the Lavallette Police Department. That was what he was hoping to bring that attention to it. But that got lost in the mix with all of this. But he did have a really great photo that everybody will always remember.
The Simon judge feels otherwise. So I mean,
yeah, a judge who doesn't work, who retired in shame, Judge Ford. Yeah, you know what happened? The police had an order. They were supposed to arrest me for trespassing. They didn't do it. So I'm the one who doesn't follow the rules. Right, they should have, but they didn't. So who didn't follow the rules? And that's why I'm banned from the court. But it's okay to go back for a trial for these municipal court charges. So how much jail time? So when I was video recording in the police lobby, and
how much jail time? You have like 20 pending charges at this point. I mean, you keep getting arrested. I don't even know how you're not in jail.
For what? I'm not guilty of anything. That's why.
Bail reform. You should be held. I mean, it's unbelievable that you're walking the streets still. You have
bail reform.
charges pending.
So you want me to go to jail for years?
He just said bail reform?
He said it's unbelievable that you're still walking while having these pending charges. So that's what the chief believes, right? And he cites bail reform, right? Which gives a judge the right to hold somebody because they fear that they'll commit future crimes. So again, this is the chief using some bullshit law in that sense.
For holding a video camera in the police department lobby.
You should be in jail until your court date. Yes, I believe that.
Wow.
Until you go to court.
It's amazing.
Because I'm a danger to society.
Travesty. It's a travesty that you're not in jail until you go to court. You've gotten arrested 20 times since the first charge.
There's a presumption of innocence, and every arrest is the same exact thing. It's for video recording.
Read the bail reform guidelines.
It's
Read the
for-
bail reform guidelines.
It wouldn't be a tragedy,
No, I
Chief, if
shouldn't.
you
It's for
hung
advice
up
for
and
people who are
moved on.
Yeah.
If you moved on, Chief, if you moved on, you would not believe it was a tragedy or a travesty that he's out of jail on pending charges when you're considered innocent in this country until proven guilty, because you want to cite bail reform. That's the reason why he should be in jail, because a judge should have the right to say, this is absurd. Somebody with power should be able to say, no, this isn't okay. He should stay in jail. I'm worried about future crimes. He's innocent until proven guilty. Treat him as if he's your equal. But you're the chief of police, and what kind of a message are you sending? Absolutely the wrong one.
Violent.
You should be in jail. You should be in jail pending court.
You are out of your goddamn mind, bro. You really
Bail reform guidelines.
I have. You really lost your shit. When I'm recording in the police lobby and Justin Lamb freaks out and has me arrested, I should go, how much jail time should I have for that? It's all on video. And then it's all on.
I'm not saying you should have jail time for the charges, but pending court, you keep getting arrested.
What are you talking about? I keep getting arrested.
I've never seen anybody with so many pending charges before.
I keep getting arrested unlawfully. Yeah, the delays in prosecution lead to persecution. Delays in prosecution lead to persecution.
But you delayed the prosecution.
No, I didn't. Do you remember what happened?
You get thrown out of court every time you go.
Dave Giordano was arguing with the prosecutor. Do you remember that? Do you remember that day in court? They were fighting.
That was after.
What?
That was after you got thrown out.
So I witnessed something in court after I got thrown out. So I saw something happen and heard something happen, and I was distracted by something after I got thrown out of court. That makes sense. Keep going. Keep talking.
I have a meeting.
You're just resign, bro. You're so stupid.
I have a meeting.
You're so stupid.
Take care.
You're a liar.
Okay.
You're a liar and a pussy.
What a weird way to end that. It's weird that it just ended like that, isn't it?
Recordings
Wow.
just got better. Hey, it's Dana from
I didn't even
StreamYard.
see the end. I didn't even see the end. That was the first time I just saw the end. That's weird.
Wow.
That's weird. Yeah, that's crazy.
This is Steven getting arrested.
Handcuffs on you in about 2 seconds. You need prior approval to film the meeting. Okay? Okay. You're not understanding. You need prior approval to film the meeting here. Okay. I have prior approval right there. The town has the rights to put restrictions on it. You need prior approval to film the meeting. Sir, I'm going to ask you to leave. Sir.
Is that me?
You only get something like that when it's family like that. The mayor's son. It's just that would never happen to them.
And here's 5 minutes later, Mike walks into the same room.
Anyone else wishing to be heard on a topic that is not shown on the agenda? Sir, are you filming? Sir, are you filming? Are you filming? Yes. Are you deaf? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you filming? Do you have permission to film the meeting? I think you can't hear, Sarge. I'd ask him if you.
Sir, I have to ask you to stop filming.
Nobody's who.
You have to have prior permission to film the meeting from the mayor and council and the business administrator.
How do you know I'm filming? Don't touch my property, please.
I assume you're filming.
I understand. That's an assumption that's
I'm
being
going to
made
give you
here.
one more chance to go door. You're getting arrested. All right, come with me. You're under arrest.
Yeah?
Seriously.
Okay.
41. 41.
Chance line back. Okay.
Without prior approval.
I walked into the meeting and I just got arrested.
Put your hand on your back.
I don't want you to touch my phone now.
Well, you're under arrest now, so.
I understand, but it's...
Look at that. Look at that thing.
Look at the chin on that.
Look at that thing right there.
What is that?
What the hell is that going on there?
What
Look at
exactly? What am I seeing here?
What are we looking at?
The best screenshot that's been shared in the last couple of weeks. Like, I don't know, like that's great.
Wow.
What is that?
Wow. All right. Moving on to more fun topics before we go. How's the art project going? Did you finish up the one building that you were working on?
Yeah, I pretty much got that done. So we pretty much just have to work on the streets.
Okay.
We're kind of building done at this point. It's pretty much now streets doing the lines and stuff.
I ordered a horn for the song.
Oh my God, nice.
An old school horn, a big one.
Did you get a little bell? A little ding ding?
I'm going to go looking. I'm shopping for bells because there's so many bells available. I'm looking for a specific type of bell and I need to hear it.
Okay. That's great. I love that. I love that you're on it. I do that with art all the time, but I love that you're doing that with a sound, like a bell that with a certain.
Yeah. The horn, I couldn't find a horn in D. They just have horns. They don't tell you what key it's in. So I just got a big clown horn, with the honker. And that's perfect. That's an old school horn.
Sure.
And so the bell, I need I'm looking for a certain type of bell.
Well, plus with the horn too, depending on how you squeeze it, like how much air you compress, you probably can change the sounds of it.
Make notes. Yeah.
You could have some, a little bit of a range there. But I like the hunt for the bell, like the right sound.
Yeah. I need to go out to bicycle stores and look around.
Yeah.
And test them because I can't test them on Amazon. So I need to test.
Oh my God, I know. Yeah, that would be cool. Going to a bike shop and seeing like a whole little little section of extras, accessories, or whatever for bikes.
Anywhere I can get to, Target, anywhere like Walmart.
Well, yeah, Walmart. You go to Walmart, I know they have
bells there.
Have one version. They'll at least have one.
Yeah.
Bell and horn.
I want the old school ones, like the real old school, and the sound and everything.
The old school bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would imagine you could still get that. I would imagine they would make it like that because you would want that for your child. Like if you had a child and had a bike, you would want that same thing. That same thing
bell
that
you had
right now. If you had a kid and they had like a tricycle and whatever, they're doing the thing, you would want to hear that same note. you know what note it is?
It's a D.
It's a D? I thought it was an A.
No, it's a D. It's the second note.
Okay.
It's like, don't be bad the baby. Don't be bad the baby. Don't be bad the baby. Bum, 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 bum. It's a D. It's a second string.
Okay.
So it's I was working on the song actually, and I was working on where to put the horn. I'm gonna be pretty wild.
And you have it. You know what you want to.
I got lyrics. I got some lyrics already. I'm not gonna share them yet. I'm not ready, but I'm sharing. But
No, I'm fucking shit. I'm into it, man. When you did the little, when you briefed me with the little what you had going on already, that was that connected, that hit, because it also, it's like, it's clever and it's clever and it's like, but it's also has like it's a fun but almost kind of like dull sense of like, you understand what's going on here? Like,
it's dark humor. It's dark humor,
exactly.
which I like.
That dark humor whole thing or whatever. And that kind of is the energy that the whole message should, I would think, get sent for the eighth or the quarter of the song. Is it a quarter? Is it going to be a quarter of the song?
It's going to be, it would have Botchagaloop in there. Botchagaloop parked on the corner. Can't see the car coming. It's just going to be good. It's going to be as good as the song we wrote last year. Put it that way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was fun last year. This is gonna be fun. I want to get this song done like this year, like sometime like when we're not doing anything later.
Yeah, for sure. Well, what's been good is with all the recent activities and stuff like that. It's been making the creative juices flow a little extra. So it's been easier to like create, think, and stuff.
Yeah. So Lavalette, if you're listening, like we got other shit to do when we're done with you guys. So
And did you hear what I just said? Like, I'm not even trying to send that message to you guys, but like, you don't understand what fuels us. You have zero clue.
We got other shit to do after this, So we're trying to fight for a traffic light for a blind person in Bayonne. So we got more important shit to deal with than you, Lavalette. But once we're done dispatching you, we're going to do some real activism, and we don't need to deal with this bullshit. You violating our rights is not something we need to deal with. So
I promise you, they know all about the activities, the wheelchair activities, all of these things, everything that we're doing. That town is up to speed. They are. They are on top of everything. Everything. Lacicero says after you arrest me, "Are you the guy who sings and plays in the bong?"
Yeah,
may not be.
He said that to you?
Yeah.
Wow. How do you not know?
No, they know all that shit. And then he also said the thing about when you were in Seaside, my sons were shouting from the kiddie rides.
I don't want to know that. That you just no. I did want to know that, but now I don't want to know it because it's him.
It does kind of suck, right?
It sucks because I thought it was somebody cool. It was him.
Know, right? You just find out his little turd children.
I like his kids, I guess. His kids are fans, so I like his kids.
You know what? Yeah,
I can't hit on the kids. The
I'm
kids
not
are cool.
Hit on the kids.
The kids are cool. They got to straighten that out. That's the problem. This kids got to straighten out that.
Right.
Go steal money out of his wallet tonight, kids. That'll show him.
Yeah, steal a 20
sleeping.
spot. They'll never know.
Steal a couple of 20s out of his wallet when he's sleeping.
Yeah, and buy a dime bag from your buddy.
Go buy some.
Yeah, buy some chronic. Telling you.
Such bad advice for children.
Well,
we're gonna get flagged on YouTube now.
Probably the better advice than they would get from their peers. That's better advice than they would get from their peers. Think about that. From like their 14-year-old counterparts or peer or whatever.
This video is not appropriate for children under 18 now. We're getting flagged on YouTube.
I know, right? And then you get Then you get dried up. Start flagging you, banning you. You acted out of position.
Well, I want to thank cmmnj.org, and cmmnj.org just got a joint resolution. Did you see that?
I saw that. Amazing. Good for them.
Wow. Yes.
Good for them.
Yes. That was super cool. They deserve it. So, yeah, they got, I forget who signed it. Scutari signed it.
Scutari. I think Craig Coughlin was on there.
And Scutari. So now what Ken and Jim should do is take that letter that Scutari just signed and me too with mine, and go up to there and say, hey, you're supposed to, this is a joint resolution here, Scutari. These are the things we need. Give us what we need. Give us a home grow.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah,
cash that award in immediately.
Right.
Immediately.
Right.
Because Wolski's got way more juice than me, and I'm way more respectful than me. So they might actually listen to him with this thing and say, hey, listen, got this thing now. I got this award. You need to, you need to start doing something for us here.
For real. And I'm glad they're in celebration mode right now with that recent news.
Man.
Good for them. Good for them.
Amazing. So yeah, Jim and Ken should be proud, because that's a lot of hard work that they put in over the years.
Yep.
So yeah, good on you. Coalition for Medical Marijuana New Jersey. Canasense, UFCW. There's a party coming up on the 19th for UFCW. Yeah, down you coming? Down in South Jersey.
I remember thinking about that party when I first heard about it like 2 months ago. And I had it in my head. Then I forgot about it for a minute. That's right around the corner. That's like next week, right?
It's happening. 9 more days.
Word, yeah. I'll go.
Next Saturday.
Yeah, because I remember saying, it was a Saturday. I remember that. Since it was Workers' Day or whatever, that's the best day to have it. So yeah, we'll go to that.
JacksonStorms.com, Smoking Monkey, Arlo Glass, OprahMachine.com, Pure Puff Lifestyle Shop, and SativaCross.org. You can donate to SativaCross.org. Give us a couple bucks. And you need to give. Oh, Mikey, did you get your GoFundMe yet?
No, I gotta complete that, and then
we'll have a GoFundMe ready for Mikey and Steven. Yeah. The legal bills are piling up for these guys, and they really need to. If you want to help us defeat Lavalette, please donate some money to the defense fund for Mike and Steve.
Yeah, because they ultimately need to remove that unlawful policy. They're the only town in New Jersey that is doing this in that way that I'm aware of. I know there were some issues with Brielle when we went there originally. They mentioned it, they never, did nothing about it because of the issues that I think we're there with, and we had a couple people who never did hear a thing. But I think it's, we have to win this, whole situation.
We're going back to we're going back to Brielle too, but we're going back to Lavalette. So be ready, Lavalette. I know you're watching us, so we're coming back.
They're probably watching live. They can't even wait to watching a replay.
Yeah, we're gonna film too. So
this is all they've been disrespecting people and doing this shit for quite a minute, and they keep saying, litigate it, battle it out. They've been saying this for so long.
We'll litigate it in court. We'll litigate it here on social media.
So right now, all they care about is what are these guys doing? What are they saying? What's going on or whatever? Because they are worried about it being litigated in court. They know what they're doing. They know they're wrong, and that's the difference. They're not actually in a position where they believe what they're doing is right or anything like that. They know what they're doing is wrong. They know why they're doing it. That's exactly why me and Steve got arrested in the manner that we did, with prior authorization.
And what's great about this right now is that if they ever put a gag order on you, say, okay, I will give you $100,000, but here's a gag order on you. You can't talk about this to nobody. Okay, well, we already talked about it. You can just reference all these videos in. If you don't have to say a word, just go back to, and we talked about it here. Here it is. You want the truth here. Here's the truth. Go back to this video.
No, I don't live like that. I take the money and I disrespect the gag order and I spend accordingly, and I live my life and I talk about whatever I want.
Well, if they give you a gag order and you don't abide by it, that money goes back to them. So that's what I'm saying.
Already spent.
Well, okay, good.
Right,
cash it, cash it, and then not.
You just put it here, you put it there.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. You do your Hawaii thing, that kind of thing. You make bad decisions. My money's gone.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
I mean, screw a gag order anyway, but they're going to try to do a gag order. They're going to try to make it so you can't sue. They're going to try to make all these things. They're going to try to do, and good lawyers are going to fight all that. You don't want a gag order.
No,
I would take less money and with no gag order.
Yeah, either way, it's very surprising that they did this even with prior authorization. But they're going to realize that their days are numbered if they haven't realized that yet. Because the bottom line is we're going to get legal defense somewhere or another. We don't have the money right now, but we're going to raise the funds. We're going to figure this out, and we're going to make sure.
The hourglass that I gave the mayor a couple of years ago was a Chinese hourglass. And if you're listening, you should look up what it means when someone from China gives you an hourglass or gets you an hourglass. You should look it up. I'm not going to tell you. Go look it up yourself. Go Google it.
Yeah, it's the other thing you had to Google.
Yeah, Google that. When a man from China gives you a watch or an hourglass, what does that mean? It's a meaning behind that.
Yeah, that hourglass was a symbol, and you'll understand that at some point.
You'll get it someday, and it was very truthful. That hourglass is fine. It took 2 years, but that hourglass was true.
It was a big hourglass. There's more sand in that than the little one that they use for their meetings. It was. It was like a 10-minute timer. It's quite large.
I think it was a half hour, bro.
What was it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was big.
This is my time right here, half hour. I got a lot to say tonight.
Use this. I got a lot on my mind.
I got a lot on my mind.
I'm thinking big tonight. I got a lot to share.
Oh, man. Well, our list starts here with Cheryl Miller. Sabina Rose. See, this is the kind of stuff we're doing here, Lavalette, that's important. We ain't got time for your bullshit down there where you're violating the Constitution and violating people's rights. We have people here that literally died waiting for their cannabis, literally died not getting their cannabis. These are our friends and family on this list. This is what's important. And your bullshit down there and your little crime families, we're going to dispatch you because you're not important to us. This is what's important.
You know what's sad, Lefty? I think when we already started going that route, we started like going, I think they already left. If they're watching live, they already left. If they watch it on replay, then it hits a dead end to them. They don't give a fuck about what we're really doing. They don't care about the good that we're doing. When you went there and you told them that we were trying to do good in this world and we were trying to leave a mark and that kind of thing, they don't care. They don't give a shit. They don't appreciate, they don't appreciate like what you're saying in that sense or whatever, like, because those words should matter. If you have a conscience and you're considerate of others, those words should mean something. It should make sense after, a minute or two. And the fact that it still is just completely lost to them and over their head, it sounds sad because it is sad. But again, there's other things that we need to be doing with our time. We don't need to be fighting this kind of ignorance. We're supposed to be just having our rights respected. There's other things that me and Lefty need to be doing with all this stuff. We don't need to be doing this crap, but
we'll do it. And Steve, he put his life on the line for these rights that we're fighting for. He put his life on the line.
And not for you guys to do what you've done.
You guys are going to disrespect him and his putting his life on the line for you. You wouldn't have a police station if it wasn't for people like Steve and other disabled vets fighting for your right to be ignorant. Remember that, Lavalette.
Yeah, and you flag you hang your flag out front, and you do it with honor, supposedly, as you disrespected Steve. What does that say? How American, right? The values are so backwards there.
Diane, Gracie, Cindy Mae, Marie, Jack, Joan, Randy, Polly, Bill, Chad, Jeremy, Colette, Matt, Troy, Russ, Roger, Jay, Ella, Hattie, Jackie, Anthony, Jake, Armando, Felicia, Lynn, Dan, Sean, Joyce, Lori, Frank, Brian, Flo, Carl, Thorne, Frank, Lorraine, Terry, Charlotte, Cher, Jaybird, Michael, Marley, Colette, Brendan, Red, Rico, Lulu, Becky, Jeff. I don't think Jeff ever made it with us to Lavalette, did he? No, Lavalette he didn't, but Brielle he certainly did. I'm looking forward to Brielle.
Yeah, I am too. It should be interesting because again, when we went there with Jeff, it was with Brian Cummins as well. Brian had the walker at that point. He was able to use the walker. Now he's pretty much a contract scooter. But he had came out. Jeff had came out. He had the chemo bag strapped to him, and that was quite a display. You know, what happened the other night in Lavalette was pretty amazing, but think about what happened that night in Brielle. That was next level or whatever. You know, so of course they didn't fight anything on that or whatever.
When we
that was one of the wildest meetings ever. That Brielle one. You having to crawl into that.
When we go to Brielle, I want to go to the police station and set up a ramp again. I'd like Bongholio to go help me. Oh no, you can't do Bongholio there. Oh, never mind. So I'd like to set up a ramp and go down because I was cleaning out my room. Since I lost my truck, I've been cleaning my room because I'm sitting home a lot. And I found drugs. I found a big thing of drugs. It's a monster bottle of gabapentin. It's a huge bottle of gabapentin, and it's literally from 2010. 2010.
Oh my God.
2010.
Oh my God, that's 13 years ago.
Whoa, this is really old.
That can't be good.
Yo.
That's amazing. That's 2010. Jesus Christ. That's so long ago. That is so long.
Yo, it's a full bottle, bro. Wow. Yeah, I found them in the corner of my room in a bag, just sitting there with some nortriptyline and some meloxicam. And so, yeah, we can go to Brielle about 10 times. I have about 10 bottles to get rid of. So we could do 10 trips to Brielle.
Well, you know what? If you go to do another drug drop or whatever, then maybe just do you think you would be able to do ramps to get up and use their bathroom instead of do you think you could? There, well, no, actually,
no. There's a turn. There's a turn.
That turn, yeah.
There's a turn. You can't. No.
No, but even upstairs to the actual bathroom. You remember, there's a turn. You can't even. The stairway is one thing, but there's a turn to the bathroom. You can't even do that.
Can't get up those stairs.
So it's not even worth trying.
A week before Brielle, I'm going to call them or go on their disability thing and say I need disability access for their bathroom. That's all I need. Let's see if they comply.
And if they don't, honestly, what are you going to do if you have to go to the bathroom?
I will piss at the podium.
You really would do that?
Yeah. In a diaper. I wear a diaper. Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
I know. I love that.
Yeah. I got a lot of history in Brielle. And I don't like it. I have a shit fucking history in that town. It really bothers me, as I'll never get that out of my fucking brain, watching our friends suffer and struggle getting up down those steps. And it really bothers me that they don't fucking care down there. And I had to watch that. And it just, no.
That was one of those things where, yeah, I had some issues with Brielle or whatever. They had arrested me for, I had the marijuana, my windshield or whatever. And everything. And I had some issues and whatnot or whatever, but after you and Jeff, Brian knew about Brielle, but after you and Jeff saw, I knew that was that became a fight for you after that, seeing what happened that night or whatever, watching
that was one of the saddest things ever, watching them struggle like that, and I'm like, this is not right. This is just on every fucking level, it's just wrong.
Yeah, because it's important. For whoever's listening, it's important to remember that in Brielle, if you get arrested or you get a ticket, they'll process you in court in the Manasquan court because it's ADA accessible. So
that's important. But going to a council meeting,
they
Nah.
You can't get
Not
in.
important.
Not important, and that's why I said to Lefty that night, it's going to be at Manasquan. It's going to be at Manasquan. I was shocked to find out that it was at Brielle, and I know Lefty was shocked. I know that's like when you see that for the first time. Oh wow, there's a town council in New Jersey that doesn't allow anyone in a wheelchair. That's unheard of. I didn't know that. I would have thought they would have done. They'll take your money if you get a ticket.
Yeah, they'll take your money.
So I would have thought they would have taken your opinion as well.
No,
in Manasquan.
Don't work like that in Jersey.
Don't work like that.
Nope, not down there.
Not by the shore.
Not down the shore. Don't. Nope. Nope. Man. Oh man. Well, thanks, brother. When are we gonna get together? Maybe Sunday? Work on some art?
Yeah, for sure. We got to get together at least one day this weekend so we can do the roads and pretty much kind of finish up the art.
Yeah, let's get the roads done, and then we can work on the song, the eighth of a song or the quarter of a song, whatever it is. And it's a little script. Do a little run through. The meeting is Wednesday, bro.
I know. Oh, I know. And I love that. I love
6 days.
Yo, but I remember we talked about the second part of this year. We've talked about this, and this is how we did the entire last year. We did it in this kind of way, this format, and it's back, and you know that. So it is what it is. I'm good with it. A lot ahead, man.
They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady, and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun in the morning, we will remember them.